All right, welcome back. So in the last video, I told you that we are just about to start our keyword research process. So the keyword research process is basically divided into two parts. One is if you already know your keyword, then you have to analyze whether that keyword is worth creating content for. Okay, and you're going to understand in this video what I exactly mean by that. The other part of keyword research, which I mentioned also in the last video, is generating ideas for keywords. So if you don't know what your keywords should be, how do you get some ideas? And like I told you in the last video, we're going to be covering that part later. So we're going to be addressing the first part, which is if we know the keyword, okay, then how do we analyze to see if it's worth creating content for? Well, you're going to do this by using certain tools. So the most popular tool, which is completely free, and by the way, throughout this course, you're going to see different tools. I'll try my best to, whenever I show any tool related to SEO, I'll try my best to show you a free tool. Okay, though I might also mention once or twice maybe some important or popular paid tools. If you feel the need to really go advanced into things, you should know which tools are those too. But right now, at least in the starting part, I'll try to keep these free. So the first free tool that I'm going to show you, which is great for analyzing keywords, at least in a basic way, is the Google Keyword Planner. So what you do is you go to Google and you type Google Keyword Planner, and you're going to see some options. Avoid this first one, or you can actually click on this one also, but you can just click on this option. Okay, and I have provided you the links also, which you'll probably see either before this lecture or after this lecture. In case it was before, you must have already seen it, or after that you'll see. But basically, just click on it. And what the Google Keyword Planner, as the name suggests, is it's a tool provided by Google itself, which helps you analyze the keywords. Now, you must be thinking, Kush, why will Google suddenly give us this free tool? Well, they have a huge motivation behind it, which, if you've not guessed already, is that it's a part of Google Ads. So the reason they want you to analyze keywords is because ultimately they actually want you to use those keywords in creating Google ads. Okay. Of course, we are not covering ads here. Ads are like, think of it like the paid way of doing SEO. Right now, whatever we are learning is the free way to rank ourselves on the top of Google. But if you really want to go on top of Google without doing all this hard work, you can just pay Google by using Google Ads. That's what a lot of people do, right? But that probably deserves another course. Right now, we are only interested in the tool. So what you'll have to do for this is that you'll have to create a Google Ads account. So don't worry, you don't have to spend any money, but you'll still need a Google Ads account, and that you can create once you click on sign in and sign up. You'll just need your Gmail account for that, and it's no big deal. Once you've done that, you're going to click on Go to Keyword Planner here. I think it should automatically log me in if I'm not wrong. Yes, you can see. So it's already. So this is my Google Ads account actually. And within that, you will see the Google Keyword Planner. All right. Now, here you're going to click on this idea, or rather this tab, which is Get Search Volume and Forecast. We'll also see later on. Remember, I told you that if you don't know which keywords to target, you're going to get some ideas by using this tab also. But right now, we're interested because we already know our keywords. So I'm going to click on this, and then simply I'm just going to type how to make coffee. Okay, I'm going to click on Get Started. So what it's going to show you is a very important metric about this keyword, which is how many people on an average are typing this inside Google. So you can see average monthly searches, okay, is 10,000 to 100,000 here, which is very good. Anything above 1,000 is actually pretty good, and anything in this range is absolutely fantastic. Now, why is this so important? Obviously, because if we are taking the effort to create a piece of content around this keyword, let's say we're writing a long detailed article, what's the point of writing that if nobody's searching for that in Google, right? We want to rank for something which people are searching. So this number becomes very, very important. And you can see here also right now it's set to India, okay, because my account is in India. But let's say if we were actually creating this coffee related website, why would we only restrict ourselves to India? We want all the people all over the world to come to our website, especially if we're not selling anything which is just local, right? So let's say we're selling digital products which can be downloaded from anywhere, like a course or something, then you can also change this. Or, if your only business deals with India, then you can select your country or whichever, place you are in. But I'm going to remove India from here because let's say we are saying that this is a global site. So you can see all locations now, and you can see even in the all locations, the average monthly search kind of remains the same. So First part is that it's great. Yes, definitely. Anything, like I said, above 1,000 is great, and anything in this range is great. The next part it shows you is the competition, which just means that if you were to actually run Google ads, okay, what kind of competition would you face? Because if the competition is high, then you would have to pay more to Google ads. Now, this is also a bit relevant to SEO. Okay, this is mainly relevant if you were learning Google ads. This would be very important. But even in SEO, it tells you that are people, worried about this keyword? Like, are there businesses, because if they're not willing to spend money on Google ads, like it says competition is low, then sometimes it can mean that maybe this keyword is not important. Okay, but having said that, okay, right now for SEO purposes, you can ignore this competition part. Okay, usually it's a good thing if it says low, at least for an SEO purpose or even for a Google ads purpose, because it means in Google ads, it means that you'll probably have to pay lesser. In SEO terms, which we are more interested in, it'll probably mean that it might be easier to rank for, but it's not so accurate, okay, as you're going to soon find out. So I would say don't pay too much attention right now to this, whatever keyword planner shows you here. Just pay attention to this. It kind of even shows you what will be the bid, or either approximately how much will you be spending per click if you were to run Google ads. You can kind of get an idea from here, okay? But just ignore all these things. We're only interested in this, and this passes the test. So this is good that yes, we're receiving a lot of volume. But like I said, we also need to see whether is it easy to rank for this keyword or not, all right? Now for that, we'll move on to the next tool which you can use, which is called Ubersuggest, and I've given the link to this. Also, this is by a very popular guy in the SEO world, probably the most popular guy in the SEO world, called Neil Patel. Okay, he's very, very famous in the digital marketing and SEO world, and he has created this SEO tool called Ubersuggest. Okay, now the best part is that you can just sign in using your Gmail account, and it's completely free to use, but it has a limitation, which is that you can see I've already searched it here. So once you sign in, you'll see something like this under keyword overview. So if you click on this, you'll see something like this. And I've just already entered this, and I've clicked on search, and you can see that one of my searches has got exhausted. So you get 3 free daily searches. Okay, that is the problem. If you want to use this more, then you have to click on this tab, which is plans and pricing. And I think it's around $12 a month or something. It's actually one of the cheapest SEO tools out there. Okay, later on I'll be showing you more advanced tools which are slightly more expensive, but this is probably Ubersuggest by Neil Patel is very, very cheap as compared to other things. But right now you don't even have to spend that much, because at least we have 3 searches. Okay, so till the time you know how SEO works, I would suggest don't invest any money in any SEO tools. So here I've written how to make coffee, and you can see something similar to what we got with the Google Keyword Planner. It's just that it looks much better now. Okay, so you can see the search volume is pretty high. You can see we've got over 22,000 searches for this. That means a lot of people searching. That means there's a good, at least a motivation to write this article. But then the next part comes. You can see here that these slightly more advanced tools actually give you the SEO difficulty. So if I just hover over this question mark, you'll see estimated competition on organic search. The higher the number, the more competitive. Okay, so what this means is, let's try to understand what this means. So if I go to Google and I type how to make coffee, okay, that's what we are aiming for, right? So if we just click on this, or rather if you just press enter, you're going to see what we're looking out for is that what are the top results here. Okay, so when a tool like this tells you that the SEO difficulty is 60, and usually in most tools, the lower the number, the better. Usually they say if it's below 30, it's good. So 60 is like definitely very difficult. But what this means is that all these sites that are ranking for this keyword here, when you type it, they will be very tough for you to beat. That means it'll be very tough for a new business like yours. Let's say this coffee business that we've started is a website, is a very new business. And we can't suddenly expect to, just come on top here. Basically, the competition is too much. And these kind of keywords, the short keywords, which are very popular, just imagine, it's common sense, right? So many people around the world must be typing how to make coffee. It's a very general and a broad keyword. Usually these general and broad keywords have a great or higher SEO difficulty, which just means the competition is too much, and it'll be very tough for a new business or a new website to suddenly rank for it, even if you write well-optimized SEO content like we're going to learn later on. So the thing is, try to avoid broad keywords like this, because even if you make a good article, it might take a very long time, or you probably never even rank somewhere. Okay. And you can see we can actually manually check each website, okay, and see whether it's a good website or not. And that's a manual way of checking that whether these websites are competitive or not. But then these tools literally just tell you, they analyze all that. Okay, that's how this SEO difficulty score has come, because they actually analyze what are the websites. Are they easy to beat? No, they're strong websites, too much. Indirectly, this tool is telling you just avoid it. Okay. Now, what is the solution to this? That is what we're going to learn in the next video. The solution to this is that what is the problem? Problem is we don't want to use general keywords. So the solution is use keywords that are slightly more rare, for which the competition is slightly lesser. And that usually happens when you start extending this keyword and start adding more words to it. And these kind of keywords are called as long tail keywords. That's what we're going to be learning very, very soon. For example, how to make coffee is a general broad keyword. But let's say if I were to add some words like how to make coffee with a French press. Now, this also would change the article that we would write on, but this would probably be slightly easier to rank than this. Okay, so the more words you usually add here, okay, it usually becomes easier. You can see that the difficulty slightly has gone down, but you can see it's still at a very high range. That's why it's represented by this reddish look here. That means, again, this tool is telling us, listen, this is still competitive. So what we're going to do in the next video is we'll still try to find something related to this keyword, but which, for which the difficulty is very less, and for which, even if a new website like ours, our new coffee website, if we were to write a SEO optimized content, would be able to rank easily without too much of competition. So we'll try to search for a longer keyword, and then we'll see if we do find that keyword. First of all, that'll be great. And once we do find that keyword, we'll see from the next video onwards how to start writing our content in an optimized or a SEO optimized way. But first, we're going to concentrate on finding that winning keyword in the next video. So I'll see you there. Bye for now.